Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land, Jake, the one-man band, is back again, and welcome to RWBY Feedback! It's the show where I am gonna read your guys' comments and give my feedback to you guys, because, well, a lot of you, I miss a lot in the reviews. I know I do. And then you guys mention it. And I think it's right for me to go back and then talk about things that I missed and address some questions that you guys have. So let's get started. You missed Penny's teammate. How could you? Yes, that is true. There was it did show for a few seconds that Penny did indeed have a teammate, and it does make sense, because she did enter the tournament, so she went in with a team and has a teammate in the doubles round. But, do I really think that this character's gonna have any really worth? Is the character really all that important? No. I don't think Penny's teammate is all that important, because Penny is the one that's important. She's the one that Ironwood wants to become the guardian. Penny is Ironwood's guardian. So Penny is the real one who's important. I mean, not to stomp on her teammate all that much, but really not all that important. Just so you know, the CCT is located at the base of the big tower where Ozpin's office is. I believe Miles confirmed that in the AfterBuzz TV. It was either AfterBuzz or the Extra Life stream. I think it is, I think it's more that she has access to Ironwood's scroll, which is most likely dangerous given to who he has locked up. Alrighty, so, yes, I haven't watched AfterBuzz, or that I wasn't able to see the Extra Life stream. Also, so you bringing this to me is actually quite good. I mean, the CCT, it's odd that it'd be located on the base of Ozpin's office, because I thought the CCT was in town, like in the city of Vale. But I guess if it has been confirmed, then it's been confirmed, but that just seems a bit weird. But yes, we do indeed, well, then, how did, but, alright, I think I get it now. So, in Volume 2, Ruby and Weiss went to the CCT that's at the base of the tower where Ozpin's office is at the very top. It is there they saw Penny, because Penny was there because Ironwood was there. And then Penny asked Ruby to meet her in town, and so they did. That's the logic I'm getting out of it. But, yes, we do know that Cinder has access to the CCT and to Ironwood's scroll. I think the bird was a raven connected to, Raven Bronwyn. Similar black birds were present in the original red, black, and yellow trailers. Monty even pointed that out. I think Raven is somehow watching them all, perhaps even influencing events, and the bird is somehow connected to her semblance or a familiar of some sort. Now, that did cross my mind that, what kind of bird was that actually, in the episode? Was it truly a crow, or was it a raven? The reason I went with crow is because ravens seem to have more of a smooth, like, almost crescent-like beak, while crows are more, like, straightforward and, like, just gnarled. The bird looked more gnarled and like dirty, so that's why I thought it was a crow. Ravens seem to be more elegant, like future Jake, throw up some pictures of crows and ravens' beaks. And yes, it is true that it very much could have been a raven, and, you know, Raven may be watching over them for some reason, but that just brings up a bunch of other questions that I don't want to go into right now. I feel like the relationship between Crow and Winter is like the original relationship between Ruby and Weiss. It may also foreshadow the future between Ruby and Weiss, where they have a falling out. Now, that could definitely be, like, the future. I mean, we did see that Weiss and Ruby were at odds, I mean, after the battle. I mean, that'd be kind of weird, how it's like, oh, your sister fought my uncle? That's kind of weird. We're friends still, right? But, Yes, I definitely think Crow and Winter's relationship is gonna be like Ruby and Weiss back in Volume 1. And they're not attracted to each other in a sexual relationship type way. To all you shippers out there, stop it. No. No. Bad shippers. Go to your room. No. If anything, they're gonna have a Goku-Vegeta relationship where they work together, but there's always a rivalry between them. Not to mention that there's probably a big age difference between the two. I mean, Winter is Weiss's sister, while Crow is Ruby's uncle. I mean, if we do the math, and I did do the math in my head, Crow is at least like 12 years Winter's senior. I'm guessing. So it's like, that's kinda weird. I put my money on Sun Wukong being the Guardian. Interesting concept, interesting concept. Sun Wukong definitely is Guardian material due to the inspiration fact, but how it would translate into the story, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, me thinking it could be Jean is kinda out of nowhere, so I'll let you have this one. So, did anyone else notice the look Penny gave to the robot Crow decapitated? I actually didn't see that. How did it look? Looked like that. Okay, so here's a few things I saw on Tumblr about that Crow and Crow's semblance. Some people say that it is a bird, that the bird was Raven, and she can shapeshift. But I disagree. I would disagree too. Shape-shifting is that's like real stretching it, even semblance-wise. Because if we're talking realistically, mass, like the same amount of mass from Raven would have to go into that bird. So I don't think shape-shifting is a possibility via semblance. A familiar, yes. Shapeshift, no. Also, other people say Crow's semblance is the same as Yang's because of his eye glowing and stuff. That hasn't been confirmed that there could be no semblances that are the same. I personally think that the Crow is a familiar or related to Crow's semblance because we saw it on the red trailer and in the yellow trailer. I like to think that Uncle Crow was looking after his girls. That actually makes sense. I mean, that Uncle Crow would be looking after Ruby and Yang, and this goes back to that other comment I was talking about, how people think it may have been Raven who was looking after them. But if we really think about it, why would Raven particularly be looking after Ruby? Not exactly her daughter, but Yang is her daughter, so it makes sense. But Crow helped raise both of them, so they are both his, nieces. So he would be looking after them if you really think about it. But on the whole idea that Crow's semblance is like Yang's, I guess it could make sense because they are blood relatives. So I guess it could make sense that he gets stronger the more he's hit, but I don't think it really complements his fighting style, if you will. He wasn't fighting and purposefully taking hits. He was fighting and trying not to get hit. So, I mean, the whole idea of two people having the same semblance is totally out there. But I don't think Crow's semblance is similar to Yang's in any right. Saber, not Scabbard. Debriefing, not decommissioning. Those two things are completely different. You're bringing grammar into this, aren't you? I do understand that, yes, when I said Scabbard, it wasn't until after I completely edited the video together that I realized, crap, that isn't what I meant. What I meant to say was Saber. And Scabbard is something you put a saber in. I apologize about that. Crow is everything I hoped for. Such an ass, so much wit. I know, right? Isn't it great? Here's a theory. Autumn's condition is Cinder. And this Autumn incident is it possibly when the crime syndicate became activated, when Cinder was possibly sent into a coma, when Condor Fall came to life. I'm pretty sure you mean Cinder, but I'll let it pass. So what you're suggesting is that Cinder Fall is a split personality from this Autumn character. Now that would make a lot of sense due to the fact that they share a name similarity with the same season, but then that would really make you wonder. The teachers, like Glenda, Ozpin, Ironwood, and Crow, they all, they talked as if they knew who Autumn was. So they would obviously be able to tell her, you know, from out of a group. Now, I know Cinder may be going through extra precautions to not be noticed, but her face has been on, like, the jumbotrons at the arena, you know, this is the one girl and she's gonna be fighting and stuff. So you would think if they saw her and Cinder and Autumn were the same person, that they'd be like, hey, isn't that Autumn out there? Why is she oh, it's definitely a good idea, but I don't think it really holds that much water to truly be fact. I mean, until we get further information, that is. Hear me out on this theory. What if the fight of Crow versus Winter is a foreshadowing of Ruby and Yang turning on Weiss and Blake? Okay, I'll hear you out on this. I get the following from their fighting styles. Crow has a scythe like Ruby and he has Yang's semblance. No, he does not. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. The connections between Winter and Weiss are quite obvious, semblance, weapon, etc. But Winter's weapon can enter dual mode, and of all of Ruby's members, only Blake uses 2 weapons simultaneously. All right. Valid argument. But here's my rebuttal. Why? Why would they be fighting each other? And why? I mean, I understand why Ruby and Yang would be a team, but Weiss and Blake aren't exactly close. I mean, they've definitely become closer, but they're not like buddy-buddy. I think the real question is why? Why would they be fighting each other? I mean, I understand like Weiss and Ruby may become at odds due to their relatives, but to go as far as fighting each other, why? I mean, just why? Just why? I don't understand where you're coming from. This comment is a bit long, so I'll let you guys read it on your own as I talk about it. So pretty much this comment is saying that it's Ozpin's tower that infects Ironwood's scroll. And now that I think about it, it makes perfect sense due to the CCT being infected by Cinder back in Volume 2, and now that Ironwood has connected his scroll to it, it is now infected. So now, everywhere he goes, everywhere else he plugs that thing in, it can get infected. We're talking the military ships, droids, Penny. Penny could be affected. We could be under Cinder's evil control. Domo arigato, I'ma kill you, cause I'm a roboto. Bottom line is, things aren't looking so good. I'm pretty sure that Coco and Yatsuhashi are going to lose, which by the way is the only reason I'm fine with not seeing Velvet in action. Yet. I definitely agree, I wanna see Velvet in action too. But the whole idea of Coco and Yatsuhashi losing, it's strange. I mean, if you really think about it, just because the way I put it in the review was kind of just not explanatory. But the way I see it, Coco and Yatsuhashi, they're a strong team, a powerful team. You know, they come from Team Coffee, powerful team. And Cinder purposefully had them fight Emerald and Mercury. So, I mean, it's gonna be 2 very skilled people against 2 very other skilled people. And I understand that only the best are going to, as the tiers go up, it's only the best of the best every single time. But it really makes you think, like, why exactly would she do that knowing that they're a powerful team? Unless she doesn't know their full capabilities due to the fact that they weren't present during the majority of Volume 2. Which actually makes a lot of sense. If she doesn't know their capabilities fully, she may underestimate them. Although she did probably get some information on them during the fight when the Grimm broke through the tunnel system at the end of Volume 2. And who knows, maybe this is somehow connected to that theory I did a while ago, where Coco may in fact be a traitor and working with Cinder. I mean, maybe that has something to do with what's going on here, or we'll just have to wait and see. Next time, please fix your grammar. No promises. No promises on that. I'm terrible with grammar. Maybe I should get someone to do all my grammar for me. And I have a fun question. If ever RWBY was going to be a Hollywood movie, who would you cast for all the characters and why? Why would you need to cast characters if it was gonna be a... It practically already... It is a movie! It's a DVD! Look, just wait. See this? They're movies! I mean, I guess you can make the argument that like, oh yeah, they're series, and it's like they're broken up into episodic, you know, parts, but it's like they're released as movies. And if you're talking like live action movie, it's like, why would you make a live action movie when you can make the 3D models CGI awesome movie and just keep the original cast of voice actors? I mean, it's a fun question. I understand that, but I just can't. I can't answer it like you want me to, because it's like I don't see the reason why it would be a Hollywood movie when it's already such a great internet show. Hollywood ruins everything. Just keep it on the internet. It can be what it wants to be on the internet. Remember Penny's green laser attack at the end of Volume 1? I do indeed. Remember Adams absorbing the massive energy blast from the black thing and then disintegrating the robot and that fired in a single slash? I think Penny will be the Guardian. Win in a massive awesome fight and then fight Adam. Shoot him with the blast, he'll absorb it, and then she'll get her ass handed to her. Maybe even die. Your thoughts on Jean may be right, considering who he is based off of. And he may be based off Naruto as well. Ho ho! Naruto, I can never escape you, can I? Although your latest movie was pretty good. Naruto the movie, the last movie. Pretty freaking good. If you haven't seen it, I say go see it. It like reinvigorated my interest in that show. I probably will go watch the show again now. Here are the reasons why I feel this way. 1, puts his teammates first before him, like Naruto. 2, doesn't start off the most gifted fighter, like Naruto. He's off the charts among his aura, like Naruto's chakra. I'm pretty sure... Is chakra spelled that way? I thought it was a K at the beginning. It doesn't matter. Same hair and has the same color orange on his clothes. Sakura and Weiss. By the way, I also think that once Jean does unlock his semblance, he will either Ozpin will have him craft a new weapon, or his current weapon will have a hidden power unlocked. But hey, that's just my theory. A RWBY theory! You know, I never really, never authenticated that, like doing that, but I don't, so, I could definitely see the similarities between him and Naruto and stuff. Makes sense. Just wanted to say, I was right! I was right. I knew Cinder was going to manipulate these matches like this. She wants one particular team to win, and then she can make her move. Also, Guardian? You mean Savior? Like as in Team Savior? SAVR. Who can that be? Who can that be? Sun, maybe? V for Velvet? R for RWBY? What can... Is A maybe for Arc? Sun, Jean, Velvet, and RWBY? I think I'm gonna hyperventilate for a moment. I'll be right back. I take a Doritos break. I think I was about to die there for a second. Frost35, you're a genius. I wish I could reach through this computer and kiss your face. Right on the lips. Since Monty confirmed that Summer is dead, I don't think Miles and Carrie will bring her back to make her as a villain. I know, but I don't want Summer to be dead. I just don't want to accept it. I just want to wallow in my self-pity. Remember the theory that Coco and Yatsuhashu are spies? They could let them win to see they're strong? Well, I never said that Yatsuhashu was a spy. He is not a spy. I will not accept that. I will not accept that. He is too awesome. But Coco, possibly. RWBY official manga release is out. If you excuse me, I must go check Amazon. Jack. It's Jake, but I'll accept it. Out of curiosity, will you make a video about Crow and Winter's relationship and how it will develop? I'm curious to what your opinions are about it. To which I will reply to you. What relationship? I've already really said there's really nothing between them. They're gonna be rivals pretty much. I mean, could something develop? Yes. But if the RWBY development team wanted to keep us happy, it would happen over time, or never happen at all. Shipping no. Could Autumn be the name of the moon? Why would they name the moon Autumn? I mean, I don't know. I think Crow's necklace shows that he is carrying a burden, like when Jesus was carrying his cross. That makes sense. That is crooked like that. It would be like that if somebody was carrying it. That makes a lot of sense. Good freaking job, dude. I was wondering if Winter or Ironwood are dating, cause she called him by his first name when he shooed her out. Just a thought. No, I think that'd be pushing it even further than her and Crow having a relationship in the future. No, she looks up to him out of respect due to the fact that he is her commander. And that's all. Ironwood is a traitor! No, I don't think so. I don't think he is a traitor. He's just somebody who wanted to do what he thought was best, but it was ultimately the wrong way of going about things. He's not bad, he's just... I don't really know how to put it. He's not a traitor. That's just the bottom line. This is the best comment. Best comment. I wonder if Winter's rank is major. I'm gonna squeal if it is. Why? I mean, is there something important? Major Schnee? Major Schnee? Is there a pun there? Barbara, is that you? Alrighty guys, that's going to end this feedback video for episode 3. Now, I know I couldn't do every single comment. If I did, I'd be here forever, editing it forever. So if your guys' comment didn't get talked about, it's not your fault, it's my fault, it's not me, it's not you, it's me. So be sure to just put more comments, because you never know when I'm going to read your guys' next. It really all depends on how it's worded, where it stands in like the rank of the comments and all that stuff. So don't get discouraged if I didn't get to your guys' comments. A lot of them were actually pretty similar, so I hope that I answered a few of your guys' questions about the previous review, and hopefully we can keep doing this with the future episodes. But until then, be sure to like and favorite if you've enjoyed, subscribe of course if you feel inclined to. I'll see you guys next time I'm out there in YouTube land. Be a good person, tip your waitresses, keep moving forward, and feel free to comment down below, even though I won't do a video responding to these ones. So I'll see you next time. Yeah.